Okay, so this clip's probably not going to be all that entertaining or great, but I was going in the new chicken play area. That's where I'm at right now, and I'll prove it. There's chickens, and they're playing. But you can see these garden posts that I was going to put up. We're going to make another play area using some of the smaller chicken wire. Going to come out here and go this way for the bunnies. Kind of like we had it over there. That way we can let the bunnies out and have an area to run around themselves, but that's not the whole chicken area where they could get out and everything. So figure I can bunny proof a smaller area easier than the bigger area. Problem was, when I was going to pound these steaks, I was hitting something, and it felt a little bit more than just a rock, and I moved around and I kept hitting it at about the same depth. So I'm like, okay, what do I got under here? There's no utility lines or anything that's marked. We've had all that marked before. There's nothing that should be under there. So I'm going to actually dig a couple of little test holes in these areas and see what I run into. Again, I've done the 811, 711, depending on where the call before you dig thing. And there's nothing out here. There shouldn't be anything out here. So I'm wondering what happened at some point that just isn't documented. So I'm gonna do some digging. Gonna leave the camera on. We'll probably do some high-speed time lapse through here, and we'll see what I find. Okay. Okay, so what you might have seen there just at the end is I was able to drive that post after digging down a little bit. It looks like I am just hitting buried rock, and it just happens to be a plentiful area for it, and it's really well compacted, and these are the cheap garden ones. I say cheap because of, they're the lightweight ones. They're not necessarily cheap. These are actually, I think, per unit for what you get. They're more expensive than regular T posts, but these are just the lightweight garden ones for setting up small little perimeters like I want to do in here. So I probably just can't drive with the same amount of force without doing this to them. You can see that one's bent over, and other ones that I have where they get bent really easily when I do it. So either I just got to keep trying my luck and maybe use heavier grade stakes, or I got to rethink what I'm doing in here. Maybe it is worth it just to bunny proof the whole area. But I guess the moral of this video, there's always got to be a moral, is sometimes you gotta put in the sweat to try to see what's going on. Sometimes you can't always have the perfect answer before you sweat over it. Literally, it is somewhere in 90 degrees area right now, and near probably over 100% humidity. Just ridiculous. But it's what needed to happen. Now I know what I'm dealing with, and I can go forward from there. And I'm not dealing with something that's like an unknown crypt or tank. I didn't know if it was an old sump system. I didn't know. It's rocks. It's big rocks that just are in the ground and in my way. Always rocks. Anyway, just wanted to make the video to show that, and that's probably all it is.